morning, children. How are you all? Fine. Good. Myself, I am Ravi Kumari, working as a science teacher in Vignan School. Children, in the science class, as far we discussed about the plants, animals, adaptations in plants, the human body, living things, non-living things, like these lessons. These are very interested lessons to listen it. We know that. But today we are going to discuss about the new topic which is related to living things and non-living things. We know that what are the things present around us, or either may be living thing or maybe non-living thing. But today's lesson is related to both. So you have to concentrate here, isn't it? So before going to start the lesson, I want to ask some of the questions. You have to tell answer to my questions. Try to answer to my questions. Children, what are the things present around us? Are all the things are living things? No. Are all the things are non-living things? No. So let us find out what are the things we are observing around us. Come on, tell me some of the examples. Benches. Yes. Chairs. While coming to the school also, we are observing a number of things around us. What are they? Good. Vehicles. Yes. Trees. Birds. Animals. So, like this, so many things we are observing. If you want to write all the things on the board, the place is not sufficient for us to write it. So that's why we are writing very few things which we are observing around us. So let us see. So these are the things we are observing. In the classroom, we are observing blackboard, bags, children, teacher, benches, windows, doors, like this. While coming to the school, we are observing all these things. So are all the things are same? No. Is there any difference between them? Yes. What is the difference between them? Some are good. Some are non-living things. Some are living things. Let us find out from these examples which is living and which is non-living. You have to help me. So first one, benches. Is it a living or non-living? Non-living. Good. For non-living, I am using N as a symbolic. And next, chairs. What is it? It is also non-living. And next, vehicles. What are these? These are also non-living things. Then, trees. What are these? These are living things. Very good. You have to remember, these are living things. And then, birds. Do you like the birds? Yes. What are they? They are also living things. Then, animals. What are the animals? Are they living or non-living? Living things. How do you know this? How do you know which is living, which is non-living? How can you tell that? Is there any features? Yes. What are the characters of living things and non-living things? Good. So for all these, there is a difference between living and non-living things. Do you know what are the characters of living things? Good. What is the first one? We already discussed that. Everybody know, I think. Come on, tell me. What is the first character of living things? Good. Living things can move. Living things can move. Then, second one. Living things can grow. Then, we are breathing. Almost all the living things can breathe. It is also a feature. Living things can breathe. Is there any feature? Living things need food. Without food, can we live? No. All the living things need food to live. Otherwise, what will happen to them? Definitely they will die. Yes. And next one, living things grow old and die. So these are the features of living things. Grow old and die. Similarly, non-living things, do they have any features? Definitely. What they have? Do they move like the living things? No. So they do not move. Do not move. And next one, do they grow like these living things? No. So do not grow. Do not grow. And next, do they breathe? No. So do not breathe. Do they need food? No. They don't need food. And do they grow old and die? No. So these are the differences in the features about the things. Now let us see, I have a doubt. So you already told you living things can move, whereas non-living things do not move. But I observed that some of the non-living things which I observed around me are moving. Do you know what are they? While coming to the school, we are observing number of non-living things are moving on the road. What are they? Vehicles. Good. Vehicles can move. And next, anything else? In our house, what about the fan? It is also moving. Do you know the balloons? Are they moving? If you remove the thread, are they moving? Yes. So these are moving. Actually, you are telling they are non-living things, but they are moving. Can we consider these things into the living things group? No way. Why? What is the reason? I have a doubt in my knowledge. What about that? What happens? Why can't we keep these things into the living things? Is there any specific features in the movement? Very good, children. Yes, living things can move on its own, whereas non-living things cannot move on its own. Then how do they move? Very good. They are moving, but they need some other aid to move. What is that aid? For example, vehicles. Here, vehicles. Where are they? Here. Vehicles are moving. What they need to move? Are they moving themselves? No. What they need? What is the aid to move the vehicles? Fuel. What is that? Fuel. Fans also moving. What does it need to move? Electricity connection. Otherwise, does it move? No way. So fans also move with the help of electricity. Remember that, with the help of electricity. So some of the non-living things are moving with some other aid, but they don't move with their own. Remember carefully. But today's concept I already told you related to both the living things and non-living things. Let us see that. In our daily life, we are doing lot of activities to complete our work. From morning onwards to the night, we are doing a lot of activities to complete our work. So to do our activities, we need the help of non-living things as well as the help of living things. Let us see that what are the actions we are doing in our life. Do we need the help of non-living things? Definitely. For example, early in the morning, all of we are brushing our teeth. Yes, it is a good habit. Early in the morning, we are brushing our teeth. To brush our teeth, what do we need? Brush and toothpaste. What are they? Are they living things? No, they are non-living things. But we need the help of brush and the paste to clean our teeth. Yes, so this is the combination between the non-living things and the living things. Not only brushing, almost all the actions what we are doing in our daily life is related to living and non-living. Let us see that what are the actions or activities we are doing in our daily life. First one, brushing. Come on, tell me. Try to tell anything. Next, to go to the school, we are taking our school bag. So, lifting the bag. So, taking the bag. Taking the bag. So, if your things are there in the cupboard, you are opening the drawer. Yes, this is also one activity. What we are doing in our daily life. So, drawing the shelf. Next, is there anything? Taking the book over, drawing the rack, opening the door. Opening the door. Playing. After return back to our home, we like to play with games with our friends. Yes, that is also one activity. Playing. So many members want to play football. Do you like football game? Very good. My children also like the football game. So footballer. In that football game, what you are doing, what you are using as a non-living thing, ball is the non-living thing. You are ready to hit the ball or kick the ball to go away. So football. These are not only this, few I wrote on the board. So these are the actions what we are doing in our daily life. Let us see that while doing the brushing, living thing and non-living thing combination is there here. Living thing and non-living thing combination is there. Whereas the taking the bag, what is that bag? Very good, non-living thing. So living thing and non-living thing combination is there here. Next, drawing that cupboard. What is it? Living and non-living thing combination. Then opening the door. Without opening the door, how can you come out? Yes, opening the door. Here also same. The combination between the living thing and non-living thing. Let us coming to the playing action. To play anything, you need the help of your friends. So living things, so many members, as well as a ball or a cricket bat or a shuttle bat or cock. These are the non-living things. Here also same, living and non-living thing combination we can observe. Football game, same combination we can see here also. So these are the actions what we are doing in our daily life. Let us see what kind of action we are observing here. From all the above cases, what kind of action is happening? For example, brushing. I already told you, toothpaste and brush we need. So we have to take the brush and we have to press towards the teeth to clean. So what kind of action is happening here? Pressing. Remember carefully. What kind of action here? Pressing. Very good. Next, taking the bag from the shelf or as well as from the bag. Yes, taking the bag. So what kind of action is happening here? Very good. Lifting. What kind of action we are observing here? Lifting. Tell me with me. Lifting. Next, drawing the drawer. Opening that drawer. So what kind of action is happening here? For example, like this we are opening. Yes, pulling. What kind of action it is? Pulling. Next, opening the door. To open the door, what kind of action is happening here? Pushing. Very good. Pushing. Then playing. While playing, I think, do you like the kabaddi game? Good. While playing that kabaddi game, one person is going to get the point by touching them, otherwise by pushing them. Another persons are ready to pull him towards his team to get the point. So here both actions we can observe, either by pushing or pulling. So in the playing or some other pushing and pulling actions we can observe. Whereas in the football game, the player is ready to kick the ball like this. Yes, what kind of action here? Kicking. What kind of action? Kicking. So these are the actions what we are seeing or what we are doing in our daily life. In all these actions, some of the things we are using. Yes, shall we give a special name for all the things? Already we told you, the concept is related to both living and non-living things. That's why we are giving a common name for all the things. Let us see what is the new word we are going to learn it. So do you know what is that? Let us see. So for all the things, we are going to give a special common name for it is called as object. Say with me all of you, object. Object is nothing but anything. It may be living or it may be non-living. So a common name we are giving for it, that is called as object. While doing that action, the object may be living or non-living. For example, the ball is there here. I want to throw the ball to some other place. I am ready to throw the ball from here. When I throw the ball will go away from my place. Sometimes I want to stop the ball, otherwise I want to catch the ball. So then in that time the ball is coming towards me. Here the ball is going away from me. So what are the actions we are doing in our daily life? Either the object may be move forward, otherwise the object may be come towards us. Based on these features, we are giving a particular name for those actions. We already told you while brushing, what kind of action we are observing here? Pressing. What is that? Pressing. In pressing, the brush is coming towards us, otherwise it was going far away. Towards us. Towards us. Remember. Next, throwing the ball. Throwing. What is this? Throwing. While throwing the ball is nothing but object. The object is going away from us, otherwise coming to us. Away from us. Away. Away from us. Next one. Opening the door. Opening the door. In this action, opening the door is coming towards us, otherwise it was going away from us. Away from us. Away. Next, kicking the ball. Kicking the ball. Here also, is it coming? The object is coming towards us? No, it also going away from us. So all the actions is nothing but the object will move away, otherwise the object will come towards us. Based on this, we are giving a name for it. That is called as push or pull. What is the meaning of push? What is the meaning of push or pushing? Pushing. What is the meaning of pushing? The object will move away from us. Remember carefully. Object will move away from us. Away from us. Now, another one is pulling. What is the another action? Pulling. While pulling, the object is coming towards us. Remember these two words carefully. Towards us. All the actions, for example, I want to pick the plant from the ground. What kind of action I am doing here? While picking that plant, the plant is coming towards me. It's nothing but pulling. I want to get the bucket of water from the well. There also I am doing this kind of action. Then the bucket will come towards me. Is it a pulling or pushing? Pulling. Yes, I want to open the door. Is it pulling or pushing? Pushing. I want to throw the ball towards the wickets in the cricket match. What kind of action it is? Pushing. So these two words you have to remember carefully. All the actions. Writing. While writing, for example, I am writing something on the board. I am pressing this chalk piece towards the board. Then only I can write anything. Here, what kind of action? Pushing. The object is not coming towards me. It was going towards the board, otherwise away from us. This is called as pushing. Sis, you have to remember these two words, push or pull. What is this push or pull? What do we call this push or pull? Push or pull is nothing but force. It is the new word for us to remember. It is the new concept I already told you. It is a new word. Remember that. What is it? Force. A push, you have to say with me. A push or pull acting on an object. Object may be living thing or non-living thing. For example, I am throwing the ball. It is a non-living thing. I want to push somebody away from me. It may be person or a children like this. It is also called as force. A push or pull acting on an object is called force. Once again say with me. A push or pull acting on an object is called as force. What is it? Is called force. So, I think, did you understand what is force? Force is nothing but push or pull. But the actions are different. Pressing, kicking, lifting, throwing. Like this we are telling. But actually, what kind of action is happening here? Either by push or either by pull. These two words we can consider as a force. Yes? Did you remember that? Force. Here, up to here we discussed about the new words. One is object. What is an object? Anything. Anything what we are seeing around us we can consider as a object. And next, what is force? Yes, push or pull acting on an object is called as force. Is it important for us? Do we need force? Maybe so many children, what is the use of force? Teacher is telling like this, what is the use of force? I need book, I need bag, I need a plate to eat the food, like these things. But how the force is helpful to us? Is it need for us? Definitely. To do any activity, we need force. Let us see that what can force do to an object. Remember, what can force do in our daily life? Otherwise, what can force do to an object? Let us find out some more examples. In what ways the force is very much helpful to us. Yes, remember carefully. What can force do? What can force to do to an object? To an object. So from morning onwards we are doing lot of actions. We are playing with the toy cars. We are playing with our brother. We are playing with our friends, like this. Let us see one by one. What can force do in our life? For example, you are playing with toy cars. Toy car doesn't move itself. If you want to move the toy car, what should we do? Definitely we have to apply the force in the form of a pushing, then the car will move. For example, I have a car. Now, I want to move this one because it doesn't move itself. Now it is in rest position. What is the meaning of rest? The object doesn't move. The object, which one doesn't move, we can call as an rest position. Now the car is in rest position. I want to move this car. What should I do? I should apply force to move the car like this. So what did you understand here? To move anything, to move the object, we need force. Then the force can move the things. Throwing the ball. Tell me some more examples. First, force can move the things. Move the things. Throwing the ball, kicking the ball, opening the door, moving the toy cars, like this. These are all we can consider as a first point. Force can move the things. And next one. Anything else? For example, all of you like to ride the bicycle. Yes? While riding the bicycle, sometimes you are riding slowly, some other time you are riding very much fastly. If your friend came, come on, let's do fastly, like this. Yes? Now already the bicycle is running. If you apply more force, some more force on the pedals, the bicycle can move very much fastly than before time. What did you observe here? Force can move faster, which is present, which is already moving. Yes? Second one, force can move faster. otherwise slow down. If anybody are coming towards us, if you said come on, slow, stop, 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 it may be slow down, otherwise it may be stop. First one, force can move the things. Second one, force can move the things faster. Remember carefully, faster. Best example is the bicycle. If you want to ride slowly, you can do it. If you want to ride fastly, you can do it. While what is the difference between these two actions? In the second position, you are applying lot of force on the pedals. Then only the bicycle will move very fastly. Remember that. And next one. What can force do? Force can stop the moving object. Do you like to play the cricket match? Yes, very good. The bowler will throw the ball towards the wickets. Everybody knows that. Yes, force can move the thing action we can observe here. The batsman is ready to hit the ball. Yes, then another person is ready to catch the ball. Here, the person is applying force in the opposite direction towards the moving object. Then only we can stop it. Otherwise, how can you stop? The ball is coming towards like this. I am applying force here to stop it. Yes, like this action we can see here. So, force can stop the moving object. Force can stop the moving object. Remember, force can stop the moving object. Next one. In the cricket match, the batsman is always ready to hit the ball towards 4, otherwise towards 6. You have to remember carefully. The bowler is throwing the ball towards the wickets. Then the batsman is ready to hit the ball. In one direction, the ball is going in this direction. When the batsman is ready to hit the ball, after hitting, the ball will go another direction. What happens here? The force can change the direction of an object. If you apply force on already moving object in opposite direction, then the object will change its direction. Yes. So this is the best example to understand what can force do. Yes. What did you understand here? Force can change the direction of an object. Force can change direction of a moving object. Moving object. And next one. Do you like chapati? Yes. While making that chapati, your mother is pressing the chapati dough like this, like this, like this. Yes. While pressing that, what happens here? Yes. It was changing its shape. One more example I am giving. What is it? Duster. Now it is in rectangle shape. When I apply force on this duster, now what is the shape of this one? Dumbbell shape. If you apply force on a smooth object, this one you have to remember that. If you apply force on the smooth object, it can change its shape. This is also one feature of the force. Force can change the shape of an object. Change the shape of an object. These are the actions what we are doing with the help of force. Remember carefully. So you have to remember that what can force do. These are all activities we are doing with the help of force. Did you understand? Good. Now after going to the home, you have to note down that what are the actions we are doing in our daily activities. Is it pulling force or pushing? Everything you have to note down and submit to me tomorrow. Remember carefully. Tomorrow we are going to discuss another new topic in this lesson only. It is also very much interested to listen. Before going to that, you have to perfect in this force. Go through the textbook. Read well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay? Good children. Bye.